So what do people see when they look at your life? What kind of fruit is being displayed? As we begin to look at the fruit of the Spirit in Galatians chapter 5, we have to ask that question. Galatians 5 is not just a list of things that we would do well to have, but it's things that people should see in our lives as they observe our lives and the lives that we lead here on this earth. So we begin reading in Galatians 5:22. It says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. Now those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. If we live by the Spirit, let us also walk by the Spirit. Let us not become boastful, challenging one another, envying one another." As we look at this text, there's a couple of things in verses 24 and 25 before we dive in to the actual fruits of the Spirit in the coming days. It says, "Now those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passion and desires." If we say that we belong to Christ, if we claim to be a Christian, then we need to be crucifying the flesh. We need to be crucifying those passions and desires and striving to live like Him, striving to look like Him, striving to act like Him and to talk like Him. As it says in verse 25, if we live by the Spirit, let us also walk by the Spirit. We can say that we live by the Spirit. We can say that we live according to God's will and desire for our life, but do we walk that way? Folks, it's one thing to say that we're a Christian. It's one thing to say that we're a follower of Christ, but yet it's quite another to live our lives in a way that shows folks that we're a follower of Christ. Hence the idea, if we live by the Spirit, let us also walk by the Spirit. The fruits that are displayed in our life should be those that reflect Jesus Christ. I thank you for taking the time to join me today. I pray that you have a good day and that God will be glorified in all that you do today.